Are you looking to relocate to Phoenix? Has purchasing a new construction home been something you've been considering? Let me share with you some reasons why new construction may or may not be the right option for you. Let's dive in and talk about what buying a new home build actually entails and why your realtor must accompany you on your first visit and why this is a non-negotiable. You will always hear a realtor tell you, do not go to a new home build community without your realtor, and here is why. One crucial thing to understand is that the builder's sales representative is there to represent the builder, not you. While they're required to be fair and honest, their primary responsibility is to protect the builder's interests. This is why it's so important to have your own representation. Without it, you might miss key details that could impact your decision and finances. And if you do not take your agent with you on your first visit, most builders will not allow you to have representation. So be smart and make sure you always call your trusted realtor before you head out to a new home subdivision. Having worked directly for home builders and selling new construction in the past, I know a lot about how the process works, and I want to share with you some things you may not know about the process. There are a few key differences that we should discuss. A few of these items include the purchase contract, how the earnest money is handled, and how incentives really work. Also, we will discuss how many builders are now moving to more of a spec building process over a build-to-suit process. First thing to understand is the purchase contract. These contracts are written by the builder or their attorney. Builders typically provide a pre-written contract with little room for negotiation, unlike resale contracts, where buyers and sellers can adjust terms to meet both parties' needs. Builders often have set policies that buyer must accept if they want to purchase the home. Now let's move on to the earnest money. Builders typically ask for a higher earnest deposit than you'd see in resale transactions. This is because they're covering a lot of upfront costs like materials, labor, and customization, and they want to ensure you're fully committed to the purchase. The deposit can range anywhere from 1% to 10% of the total price depending on the builder, the market, and the home. Unlike in resale deals, where the deposit is held in an escrow account by a neutral third party, such as a title company, with builders, your deposit often goes directly into their operating account. This means they're using your money to fund their ongoing operations. While it's uncommon, if the builder were to go out of business during construction, you could potentially lose that deposit. Another factor to keep in mind is that many builders are now shifting to build spec homes, where they've already chosen the floor plan, design options, and finishes. Instead of customizing every detail, you'll pick from what's already in progress or completed, leaving minimal room for personal design choices. This shift is largely driven by the need to lock in lower interest rates. Builders often buy large pools of money at favorable rates, but they have to use those funds quickly to capitalize on the lower rates. As a result, many have moved away from the traditional build-to-suit model and are focusing more on speculative builds to streamline the process and meet financial timelines. While this can lead to quicker move-in times, it limits customization for buyers who want more control over the design of their new home. New construction can also be very appealing, especially when builders offer enticing incentives like lower interest rates. Builders often have access to funds that allow them to buy down interest rates, making their home seem more affordable compared to resales. However, there's more to consider. Builders may advertise low monthly payments based solely on principal and interest, but they might not always include other important costs such as taxes, insurance, HOA fees, and more. These additional costs can add up, so it's important to get the full picture of what your monthly payment will actually be. It's important to realize that not everyone will qualify for the lower interest rates being advertised, and there are still many variables that can impact what loan programs are available to you. For instance, if you're considering a conventional loan, the best rates often require a high FICO score, usually around 790 or above. If your score is lower, you may face higher interest rates, or you could be steered towards a different type of loan, such as FHA loan. While FHA loans are more flexible with credit requirements, they come with their own costs and fees, such as mortgage insurance premiums. Other factors like your debt-to-income ratio, employment history, and the size of your down payment also play a major role in determining the loan terms you qualify for. It's not a one-size-fits-all scenario, so it's crucial to work with a lender who can evaluate your specific financial situations to find the best option for you. And when you get these incentives from the builder, they are typically tied to their preferred lender. So now let's talk about those other fees that are often overlooked. property taxes can also vary widely. For instance, Pinal County taxes are assessed at 75%, while Maricopa County rate is 64%. In addition, Pinal County doesn't include fire services in their taxes, which means you will have to pay extra for those. Also, make sure to be mindful of community facility district taxes as well, which are similar to California's Mello-Roos. Builders used to include infrastructure costs in the price of the home, but now they add them to property taxes. This can make the home seem cheaper initially, but you might face higher annual taxes that aren't deductible like mortgage interest. Areas like Scottsdale, Goodyear, Peoria, Buckeye, and Apache Junction have notable CFD taxes, and in some places like Apache Junction's Blossom Rock community, the CFD can add 1.1% to your property taxes. This is why having your own representation is crucial when navigating new construction. I can help ensure you're fully informed about hidden fees, build times, and tax implications. If you're considering a move and want to explore new construction or resale options, let's chat. And don't forget to check out my next video where I'll be sharing tips and tricks for navigating the world of new construction.